All right, everybody, welcome back to the best channel on YouTube. Thanks for watching another video of mine in advance as you've clicked on this video. We're probably going to have a good amount of Manchester United fans on this video. I just want to let all the United fans who are watching this video know I'm so proud of you. Seriously, like this team, I'm so proud of this squad. I feel like a lot of the fans were really standing behind the team. Obviously, we had this whole situation where we made a video 2 days ago, and I was basically saying that, look, this is going to be Ten Hag's largest game of his career. He has, believe it or not, even though United, betting-wise today, guys, if you checked betting odds today, the amount Man City were favored to win this trophy was incredible. And honestly, it makes sense, right? But boy, oh boy, in my opinion, is this one of Ten Hag's most impressive, if not the most impressive win of his career. There was also a rumor that came out yesterday from like an official source, quote-unquote, saying that no matter what happens in this game, Ten Hag, they're going to move on from him next season. We'll see about that because what happened today, I don't know if that's really going to happen. It seems like a lot of the United fans are feeling like, hey, that's already decided. So we'll see how they react to this. The fact of the matter that Ten Hag went out there, won this trophy, the FA Cup final against Manchester City, is really impressive. This is a really impressive win. Honestly, I'm very happy for this football club. I'm very happy for the fans. I think they deserve this. They've had a really rough year. I think Manchester United have been the most entertaining football club to watch this year. You never know what lineup you're getting. All the injuries. You never know how they're going to perform against a good team. And then the next week they'll go against a team that's lower in the table and they'll get their butts kicked, right? It's crazy. This team is insane this year in terms of that regard. Garnacho leads off with, look, Garnacho's one of those players that I watch him, and I don't think he's on the level of like, let's just say for the comparison's sake, one of the crazier prodigies, upcoming at that age. But man, does Garnacho work harder than anyone I've seen. Like, I need to start giving Garnacho some respect because every time I watch these games, he's never scoring for me. Now, yes, he has scored like one of the best goals I've seen in a long time with the bicycle kick he had. That one was out of this world. But Garnacho's one of those players that for me is not always about how talented he is or technically gifted he is or all that compared to some of these flashier players. This guy works harder than anyone, bro. This dude, and that's why now it's kind of all making sense why he was so upset, with that Ten Hag situation earlier in the season when he was mad that he got subbed off because he wasn't, defending the way he thought he was. When, bro, this guy is tracking down. This guy is pressing every single ball, bro. That's how they scored the first goal. This guy does not stop running. He's a pressing machine. Bro, Kobbie Mainoo. Guys, the way that United did this today, I can't explain it to you, man. Like, the team they're going out there with and the way they're winning this game, and I was so proud of them, too, with Martinez into the lineup and the way they were defending, too. I mean, Doku, maybe a little lucky, but you can't blame Onana in this one because Onana had so many saves this game as well. But to be honest, yes, Man City, this is what people will look at and say, oh, City deserve to win. Bro, a lot of teams will let City have this possession. And you know what you're getting into when you play City. I thought Manchester United defended so well today, playing against the player of the year in Foden, one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in the world, Haaland, De Bruyne starting in this one, Rodri. I mean, look, this was no really, quote, weak City lineup, right? Maybe missing a player here or there, but to be honest, they went for it. Bro, United just won this game with Bruno Fernandes as a striker and McTominay playing behind him. Are you kidding me, bro? It's crazy. That's what people don't understand. Like, this other team has Foden, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Haaland. And United just won a cup final the day after their manager was announced in the public is getting sacked no matter what happens. So, bro, did these players really go out there and want to win this game? Because the United I watched today, oh, man, if they play like that every single week, the question mark is there for how they really would have done in the season. So they need to figure out a way to get some more consistency with the way they played today. I will also give them the benefit of the doubt. You look at the players that were making the impact today. Kobbie, right? Garnacho. Bro, these players are very young, right? They're just settling into getting into the minutes in the first team, learning the ways. I mean, they're going to need a couple seasons here to perform like this all the time. It's how it goes in this business. But, man, what an impressive performance I thought today for Manchester United. I'm really, actually happy for the fans. I think they really deserve it. If we go and look, overall, obviously, Kobbie had a crazy goal. I thought that pass from Bruno. I think Bruno to close this season has been out of his mind, bro. They need to keep him at all costs. We got to go through because he also posted something in some he did some article the other day that I want to go through and read through with you guys. I haven't really been able to read it yet. I'm curious to see what he said. But I'm really proud of United. It looks like they really went out there and wanted to win this for Ten Hag. This is Ten Hag's second trophy he's won since he arrived at United. I think he's played in 3 finals now, which, look, 2 out of 3. Right? And, all things considered, bro, I've talked about it time and time again. I just don't think this United starting 11 is anything special. They've got some really good young academy players. They do need to make some signings. They're exiting some players this season. They have work to do, but man, the future is looking good for United, bro. If they won a trophy, you look at all the other crazy teams through the past that haven't been able to win trophies, even like this season, I don't know. There's so many teams you could go through, but even some of the crazy teams in the past, like we've had teams with Kane and Son that have been nuts that never won a trophy. Bro, the fact that they won the trophy with this team today and the way it's been with the injuries and everything, and even like Martinez getting healthy. There's so many examples of players getting healthy, coming back into the lineup. You could look at whoever you want to look at. It's not easy, even if players haven't played for 3 months and they're GOATs, right? To come back in, it's not easy. They have to get the game reps. It's not easy to do that. So, fair play to United. Obviously, the craziest part, I know that some people perceive me as a City hater, which I kind of am. But I'll give them this, right? The fact that this is going to go down is probably one of the more worst seasons City's had recently. And the fact they still won the Premier League, there's levels to this team. So I will hold my hands up and say, they are goated. The expectations for City is that they're going to win everything, right? All the time. That's kind of how it goes. Man, Doku was so good, too. I love Doku. I think he's such a good player, bro. I was watching the whole end of the game. It's crazy. They only go to Doku. They just pass the ball over to Doku and say, go. And he's like 1v3. So I thought Bisaka, to be honest, done as good of a job as you could have done against Doku. I don't know. Let me know what your guys' match thoughts are. Garnacho and Kobe are the first teenagers to score in an FA Cup final since Cristiano Ronaldo in 2004. Oh, my God, bro. I was tweeting this, Ten Hag in. I think this is just a cold photo. I mean, look at Pep, bro. Pep always, showing his emotions. Ten Hag just controlling the match, bro. Controlling the match. Kobe, I don't know if this is the real Kobe Mino's Twitter account. He's only got 20,000 followers. I think it is. Anyone these days on Twitter could have a check mark. But, bro, he cooked Troll Football. Troll Football said FA Cup final will be like, right? Now, I said this in my video the other day. I was only giving United like a 10-15% chance. I just felt like with the lineup they've been going with, I just didn't love the odds. But I did give them a chance. And they went out there and they fought. Trophy since Ten Hag joined Manchester United. Arteta 0, Ten Hag 2. So the questions have to be asked, right? Is this going to follow through? Is Ten Hag really not going to be there next year? What do you guys think? What do you guys think should come of this? I thought either way, whatever happens today, Ten Hag should be given the start of the season. People don't understand how hard it is as a manager. When they're flipping through these managers and Ten Hag is developing these young academy players. He's getting them in the first team. He's getting them minutes, right? There's a huge confidence. There's a huge relationship these players have with the manager. I think a lot of people look at this like, oh, let's just bring in a new manager, right? Bro, it takes months and sometimes years for the players to trust the manager. And I know United has this urgency to win, but I think there has to be a certain respect that Ten Hag has 2 trophies with this team. I don't care about the spending. I don't care about what it is. The fact of the matter is that they have to spend better with players. They have to get better players in because they haven't really done that. But, man, what he's done with the team that he has, with the players he has, fair play. That's all I'm gonna say. Fair play. And then I always like watching and listening to the press conferences that Ten Hag's always given. He says 2 trophies in 2 seasons and 3 finals, not bad. If they don't want me anymore, I'll go somewhere else and win trophies. That's what I do. Bro, I responded. I said I just had to put my jacket on. Bro, that is such a cold response from Ten Hag, man. Cold. But for real, I mean, he's not lying. Two trophies from 3 finals. You look at who they've played to. I mean, this is a huge one, bro. Manchester City. Rashford is crying after the game. Means a lot to him. There's a lot of question marks with what's going to happen with Rashford going forward. Is it a time for United to really take the money? He still has quite a transfer value. definitely not at the peak of what it was at one point. But he's been United forever, so we'll see what happens with Rashford. Kind of was back in the team today. In that 4-2-3-1, and then Ten Hag went on with the pundits and he said, "I had such a joy watching Kobe Mino today, but we have to be calm. You guys in England are very good in pushing players and managers, and then you hammer them when they have 2 bad performances." He's spitting, bro. I feel like this is the best possible case scenario for Ten Hag, because even Ten Hag, when he got right in the press conferences today, they were already trying to batter him, bro. Ten Hag is allowed to talk his talk. He just got United a trophy on this season, bro. The fact that United fans are going to be able to celebrate a trophy like this at the end of this season for what this season was. And the future is bright. The future is very bright. I've liked a lot at the end of this season what I've seen as well from Diallo. I've liked a lot. So I think there's a lot to be happy with if you're a United fan. Going forward, I really like it. I think there's a lot. Now, there's obviously, there's going to be some scenarios like, right, Casemiro's leaving, Varane is leaving, so there's some positional replacements that have to be had. But I think it's only right, bro, that they stick with Ten Hag. I don't see anyone else coming in for these guys. Realistically, I know there's been a lot of links with different managers, but I just think he deserves it, bro. I think he knows this locker room. I think he knows his players, and I think he's got a lot of young players. I think he's got to have a couple more signings come in and some replacements we just talked about. I'd like to see another striker as well with Højlund. But, man, Manchester United are qualified to the Europa League next season. Chelsea are qualified to the Conference League. So all in all, what has happened from this result as well, United, obviously, they finished 8th, right? How crazy is that? Crazy. So look, at the end of the day, this is probably the most impressive result I've seen in a while. I just don't for me as a viewer of football, the fact that this is the way they closed the season, crazy. Beat Newcastle, beat Brighton, and then just beat City in the FA Cup final. I mean, what a day for United fans. They're gonna be over the moon. I'm not here to hate on City, bro. We all know what City is. But yeah, it's crazy that this will go down for City as definitely an L of a season. Crazy. Because all because they didn't win this and then they didn't win the Champions League. Crazy. I think City are, it's interesting. City's an interesting team here. I think they're starting to really struggle against some teams that low block pretty well. Just an other observation that I've noticed with them. I thought they had that problem with Madrid. A lot of people said Haaland's always ghosting in all these games. I got to be honest with you guys. I understand what people are saying, and if we look at statistics and we look at touches and we look at all that stuff, there's a point to be made about that. But at the other time of it, or the other side of it, it's really tough for those strikers to get involved when the other team has that low block of almost everyone in the box. It's tough, man. It's not easy. We see this with a lot of strikers struggling when they have to face that type of lineup. Look, what a day for United. What a end to the season. United fans, let me know how you guys are feeling about this. I'm just even as a football fan, I'm really proud of this team. I think it's really hard for a manager to have that type of pressure where there's a report that comes out that says, he's sacked regardless. I think these players and with any manager, unless there's reports coming out that they hate him, which really didn't not happen, or didn't happen rather about Ten Hag. It's definitely a proud day to be a United fan. I mean, it'll be curious. I'm curious to see what happens from all this. Is there going to be another chance for Ten Hag, or is it actually, parting ways? Is that his last game with United? I mean, either way, storyline is Ten Hag's last game with United. He won them a trophy with Bruno at striker and McTominay under Bruno. I mean, what the hell, dude? Especially against Manchester City. That's where I'm just like, bro, what? McTominay, a player that I've always said McTominay as a 9, which he's not playing the 9 here, but I've always said McTominay going forward is crazy. And at times he's kind of been playing DM or, CM. And then, Bruno up top. It's just crazy, bro. I don't know. It's very impressive to me. So I just, as a football fan, would really like to see this team make a signing or two, replacement-wise. Sell out some of the players. I think Anthony's got to go. I know he's Ten Hag's guy, but I don't see it with him. I know some other players are getting shipped out. Signing or two, keep developing the youth. If it's anything for us to learn from all this, Ten Hag is phenomenal developing youth players. The fact that Garnacho and Kobe Mino are scoring in an FA Cup final and are controlling the game like that at their age is wild. especially against some of these other players. Bruno, fantastic to end the season. Keep Bruno at all costs. Manchester United fans will be so happy tonight. It's a very deserved win. As a football fan, I'm very happy for the United fans. If you watch this video, I'm very happy for you guys. I've been enjoying watching the squad all year. I think for me, I've found some comedy in watching United, but man, I'm very happy for them today. I was very happy they won this game. I was very nervous at the end, extremely nervous that they were going to choke. I said, United, don't sell, please. But nah, defensively today, they were phenomenal. GG to United. Congratulations. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in a video soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.